world, my name is Ashley Collins, aka The Onto Dragons. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. It's very, very difficult to believe that everywhere else in the country, it's a winter wonderland, and here in Florida, it's just like, I'm already sweating. Like, why did I even put my makeup on? Okay, but anyway, so I was talking to a friend of mine who I actually interviewed, Tony Wolf, Reiki Master, and, because I haven't been feeling very physically well with my sinuses, very dry mouth. Now it's leading to stomach pains and like I'm still smelling fire, etc., etc. So he suggested one that I go to an acupuncturist. So that's the goal this week, and obviously with COVID, I'm having a hard time finding one who has the hours that are open. And two, he said write down a list of your accomplishments, and that's not very hard for me to list because I'm very proud of a lot of the stuff that I've done. So I wrote them down and I want to share them with you. And of course, there'll be a lesson at the end. And also there'll be a quiz, so make sure you take notes. Okay, so going back, way, way back, I'm very proud of myself for graduating top 10 in my class in high school. Oh my God, back then, so petty, so stupid, so petty. I was very mad that I wasn't number one. Like, like that's not gonna do anything for me now. No one cares in a job interview that you were top of your class in high school. Number two, something I'm very proud of myself is I did the play for Color Girls by Ntozake Shange, which Tyler Perry ruined. And one of the roles is a 4-page monologue. And I'm still very shocked and surprised that I memorized all that and I performed that after doing like a 2-minute long dance, winded, trying to be happy and enthusiastic. And yeah, I'm still very, very, I think that's one of my favorite roles right there, just because of the difficulty of it. Okay, so I think it was in like October, November. As I've mentioned before, I have a very bad drinking problem. So I told myself I'm not buying bottles of alcohol and bringing them inside the house anymore. And I haven't done that-ish. Someone bought me a bottle for the holidays, and of course, I took it home and drank it. But other than that, I have not been to a liquor store. Other than the gas station. But I haven't been to a liquor store to buy alcohol. But the drinking is still getting a bit out of hand. So I need to pull it back a lot, actually. But other than that, not bringing alcohol in the house has been sometimes very frustrating because I'll be at work and I'm like, man, I really want a shot right now. But it's like it's forcing me to deal with the frustration in the moment, and not using alcohol as a getaway. Oh, I read a book this year. I didn't 100% enjoy it, but I did read something this year. I need to find another one that I know that I'll like though. Because it felt like I was kind of like forcing reading it, and like I was like skipping over words just to say that I read a book, But they say read at least a book a year, and I've already done it by February. Oh, I wrote down not getting pregnant, but that is an accomplishment. For someone who's so broke. Graduating college, I always brag about that. I don't know why. But yeah, getting my bachelor's degree, it's here somewhere. I don't know. I probably threw it away. I don't know. Learning jujitsu. I'm always very proud of myself when I achieve physical things. I don't know why. Because it's kind of like, in a way, I found my pin top. Hold on a second, because I've been looking for this. Okay. It's kind of like, in a way, that if I can prove that I'm physically strong, then I can do anything. If I can lift this weight, if I can run on the treadmill for this certain much longer amount of time, if I can climb this rock climbing wall on the difficult side, then like, I don't know, I just like the way that feels. Even though I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks, I haven't been to jujitsu in a month now, because I haven't been feeling physically well, and I'm just tired, but I have been going on my walks. And yesterday I did a sprint. What? Chicky yeah. But I need to not push myself too much. Okay. I wrote down not murdering anyone. You have no idea the list. But that's an accomplishment. 30 years of not murdering someone. Woot woot, go me. And finally, I'm alive. My friend text me last night, and they went to the hospital. And actually, I know 2 people who went to the hospital yesterday. They had a blood clot in their leg, and something was wrong with their lungs due to COVID. Two separate people, and it's nerve wracking, especially lately. Oh my God, last night. Last night I hallucinated the whole time. The entire time I was sleeping, I was hallucinating. I want to borderline say I was astral projecting. Like, I would get out of bed. It was always in bed. I would get out of bed and I go to my brother's room, or I go to my mom's room, and I'd be like, "Can you like can I lay down with you to make sure like that I wake up in the morning, you know?" And then several times, like, there are always people here, and I'm like, "Who are these people?" You know? And then like we'd end up like I'd end up like having to chase them or having to fight them, you know. At one point, my ex was in the room, and I was like, "Can you lay down with me?" And like I laid my head on his chest, you know. And then yeah, it was really bad hallucinations, but it's worrisome, and a little bit of panic, you know, surges through my body whenever I've been falling asleep these past couple weeks, because I'm like, please let me wake up. I promise I'll do something good. I promise I'll do something if you just let me wake up. What does this have to do with anything? I don't want this to make it seem like I'm trying to be full of myself, but I was writing this list. The answers came to me very easily, but then it kind of felt like I'm just writing down things that I did that gave me some kind of reward, you know? So like, it's like I wanted someone to applaud me, or I wanted someone to give me a pat on the back, or I want someone to give me a physical award for accomplishing this thing. And it just feels kind of wrong. And I've been thinking a lot about, reflecting a lot today about what about all the things that I haven't done yet. And this isn't my thing. I got this from the Brothers of Legacy today podcast. And they were saying that, is there a difference between let me say that again. Is there a difference between accomplishments? Gosh, I cannot say that word. Is there a difference between accomplishments and purpose? And I don't know. The things that I've accomplished, I'm not even really sure what my purpose is right now, guys. Like, like the interviews I've been going on, etc., etc., they're like, what do these videos have to do with anything? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it feels good. And they say that you're supposed to follow the things that set your soul on fire, right? And this feels good. And do I have to have a target when I'm aiming? You know? I'm thinking about that WAP Avengers challenge. Do I actually have to hit the bullseye, or can I just keep slinging the bow and arrow until I finally nail something? As long as it feels right, and as long as I'm not hurting anyone along the way too badly, you know? When I was talking to Tony Wolf, he said something, and I wrote something down, that the first thing that came to my mind was stop caring. Yes, why can't I say that fucking word? These accomplishments are good. You know, like they make your heart swell. You know, like you feel like you've done something that you can tell your kids, your grandkids later on in life, because at least you showed up, right? At least you showed up and you did the thing, right? But does me being an epic failure as a swimmer have anything to do with my purpose later on in life? I'm not sure. And I think that me forcing myself to find those answers is not good. It's not healthy, you know, because then I'm not celebrating my tiny wins. Whenever I say I also mean we as well. Okay? Why did I write that down? What's the cure for a broken heart? I don't know. I know it's not looking for another person. I know that it's not self-sabotage. Maybe that was the answer. Stop caring. Something Tony Wolf said was, this is my cup of fucks, and it's empty. Maybe the whole thing between accomplishments and purpose is to stop giving a fuck. Stop trying to connect everything. Because, like, maybe It's like the Big Dipper. You know what I'm saying? The Big Dipper is not a straight line. None of these stars constellations are a straight line. It's like they're scattered, you know? So maybe when you're trying to connect those stars, you know, like it's going to form something really, really cool, but it's not going to look like someone else's star. And that's a good thing, you know? um, yeah. I feel like a lot of this was stream of consciousness and I really didn't give you an answer and I apologize. But I want to end by saying this. And I feel weird saying it out loud, which means that I have to say it. That I'm an Amazon. I'm a warrior. And maybe my accomplishments are not only the so again, maybe my accomplishments are not only the awards that I've gotten, but also the things that I haven't even touched yet. Maybe the things that I also epically failed at, you know? And that will lead me to my eventual purpose, whatever that will be, whatever that is. You know, maybe my purpose is to be a fireman. Who knows? I don't know. I like fire, I think. I don't know. Who likes fire? I don't know. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. I hope that you have a fantastic day. And I hope that you take advantage of this day to the fullest. Whatever day that you're watching this, that ends with a Y. Okay? Bye.